here I am on the way to one of the most visited places in Italy. And you'll probably say that most places in Italy are heavily visited, and you'll be right. This time we are spending a couple of days at Lake Como, and I'm really glad that we decided to stay there instead of just doing day trips from Milan. Speaking of Milan, you'll probably be departing from there or connecting through it. In my case, it was Milano Centrale, although there are trains from other stations as well. We decided to make Como town our base. If you intend to primarily explore the famous Como Triangle, it might be better to find a place to stay there instead. Good morning from the beautiful Italy and the beautiful Como. Today we have the maximum program that we could manage to plan because we're going to Varenna and then to Bellagio.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Probably to the most famous, infamous towns on the Lake Como, and we'll try to figure out how the ferries work because we live pretty far away, so going on foot or swimming is not an option. We're also going to visit some villas, and I'm really interested to see and excited to see whether it will be as Instagram says, with all those expectations versus reality thing, because the weather is not really sunny today and it won't be until the very afternoon, so we hope there might be a bit less crowd. We will see how it goes, and the next days we are going to visit some other places and also go on the very top of the hill to view the lake from above, so stay tuned, we'll try to show you some places. Selecting the right base is probably the most important part of your stay. On one hand, staying somewhere closer to Bellagio or Varenna means you'll spend less time on boats. On the other hand, staying in Como gives you access to buses in every direction, which can save you money and simply offer an alternative if all the boat tickets are sold out. Tickets, it's worth taking some time to understand how the system works because it will make getting around much easier. Basically, there are regular boats and fast boats. Taking the Como Varenna road as an example, the fast boat takes around 1 hour one way, while the regular boat takes about 2 hours. You can also buy a day pass if you plan to use multiple boats in a single day. But here is the trick. You still have to pay an extra fee to use the fast boats with a day pass, and day passes don't cover every connection. Most importantly, only a limited number of tickets are sold for each boat, so if you arrive late and tickets are already sold out, that's when buses can really come in handy. So before you board and after you disembark, it's better to double or triple check at the counter regarding the connections. day on Lake Como, and we already, because we were going to Varenna, but we came to Bellano. apparently, if you are staying in Como, the town, and you intend to go to Varenna, you need to change in Bellagio, and nobody told us that. And we also didn't ask because we thought that the ferry will stop, obviously, but it didn't. It just went to Bellano, so we are spontaneously in Bellano, which is actually also very nice. But just double check, especially if you have tickets for any villas, because obviously you probably won't be allowed to enter if you are late, like really late. But the good thing, there is actually a train from Bellano, but we just thought we'll wait for a ferry because it's supposed to be in 40 minutes or so. And it's really pretty here, so we can just as well spend some time here. Not everything goes as planned, but that's the beauty of travel. In retrospect, I'm really glad that we spent some time here in Bellano and didn't rush straight to Varenna. We still made it there. Some overhyped places didn't quite live up to our expectations, but the gorge we're about to enter was generally impressive, and I definitely suggest visiting it if you have a chance. There is this cool gorge in Bellano. It costs, I think, €7 if you don't go to the castle, and it's really nice, but if you have claustrophobia and if you are afraid of heights, you might have a difficult time, because I had. Anyway, if you are here, I think it's like the most popular thing here to visit. It's called Orrido di Bellano, and it's about a 10-minute walk from the ferry stop. The gorge was formed around 15 million years ago by the erosive force of the river cutting through limestone rock. The canyon is famous for its narrow passages, waterfalls, caves, and dramatic rock formations. There is even a local legend about the Taino ghost, a mystery spirit said to wander around the ravine. According to what I read online, even on hot summer days, the inside of the gorge stays cool and misty. It wasn't actually that hot when we visited though. You also don't really need any special shoes since the gorge is very accessible. However, the stones get a bit slippery because of the humidity and the waterfall, so it's better to wear shoes with good grip if possible. I hope you enjoyed this video and our short and unexpected trip to Bellano. If so, don't hesitate to subscribe and give me a thumbs up.